Jays off-report club careful to not overbid, overpay for free agents. To rebound from a disappointing season, the Blue Jays must address a long list of needs. The pitching staff needs reinforcements, and GM Ross Atkins will try to upgrade a lineup that scored the fewest runs in the American League. USA Today correspondent Ben Nicholson-Smith takes a look at the team. Prospect: when healthy, Russell Martin can draw walks, hit homers and contribute on defense. But he's entering his age 35 season, so the Blue Jays must be prepared to give him days off, and considering that Martin's backups hit .155 in 2017, the Blue Jays could use more depth. Prospect Danny Jansen could eventually provide offense, but that's a lot to ask of a player who has yet to reach the majors. Depth chart: Martin, Luke Maile, Jansen, Reese, McGuire. More MLB news: if Justin Smoke can replicate his breakout 2017 season, the Blue Jays would be thrilled. The switch-hitting 31-year-old earned an All-Star berth on his way to a career-best 38 homers. Realistically, that's a lot to ask of any player, but there's reason to believe in Smoke's breakout given that he also reduced his strikeout rate. While he did wear down toward the end of the season, the Blue Jays can spell him with experienced backups such as Kendrys Morales and Steve Pearce. Depth chart: Smoke, Morales, Pearce. Rowdy tale as the knee injury that sidelined Devin Travis for the final 4 months of the 2017 season looms large over the club's off-season plans. Already, the Blue Jays acquired Aledmys Diaz in the hopes he can recapture the All-Star form he showed as a rookie in 2016. However, Diaz struggled in his second year, so Atkins has expressed interest in adding a more established utility player, too. Best-case scenario: the Blue Jays get a full season from Travis. If his injuries persist, though, they intend to be prepared. Depth chart: Travis, Diaz, Mfo Giftengope, Richard Arena. Set aside the long-term questions surrounding the future of Josh Donaldson, a free agent after 2018. If his fourth season in Toronto resembles his first three, the Blue Jays are in for something special. Donaldson has averaged 37 homers with a .387 on-base percentage since 2015, solidifying his place among the game's best hitters. There are no guarantees he'll stay in Toronto beyond 2018, but a healthy season would go a long way toward keeping the Blue Jays in contention. Depth chart: Donaldson, Diaz, Martin, Giftengope. On paper, Troy Tulowitzki is one of baseball's most accomplished shortstops. In practice, he's far from a sure thing. Hamstring and ankle injuries limited him to 66 games in 2017. The Blue Jays expect he can rebound from a disappointing offensive season in which he hit just 7 home runs, but they have made middle infield depth a priority in case injuries persist. Depth chart: Tulowitzki, Diaz, Giftengope, Arena. The Blue Jays have a capable platoon of Pearce and Ezequiel Carrera returning. Prospects Anthony Alford and Teoscar Hernandez offer offensive upside and could eventually impact the MLB level. Depending on who the Blue Jays add to their infield mix, they could even use Travis and Diaz in left. Depth chart: Pearce, Carrera, Hernandez, Alford. Widely recognized as one of the game's better defensive center fielders, Kevin Pillar anchors the Blue Jays outfield. Although he has a career on-base percentage of .302, his overall contributions are undeniable. Even so, it makes sense to build depth behind Pillar given his all-out style. Depth chart: Pillar, Carrera, Hernandez, Alfred. Jose Bautista patrolled right field for most of the last decade, winning home run titles and flipping bats on his way to becoming one of the most productive Blue Jays ever. But after a disappointing 2017, the Blue Jays will turn elsewhere. Hernandez, a late-season acquisition who hit 8 homers in September, will have the chance to build on his strong finish, and the Blue Jays will also look to ease his transition by adding a more established alternative. Depth chart: Hernandez, Carrera, Pearce, Alford. Even though Morales hit 28 homers during his first season in Toronto, he posted a disappointing .308 on-base percentage. Regardless, the club's hoping for a bounce back given the switch hitter's long track record of production. Ideally, the Blue Jays would rotate other veterans through the DH spot to keep them rested, yet Morale's defensive shortcomings limit the team's flexibility. Depth chart: Morales, Pierce, Tulowitzki, Martin, Donaldson. An optimist might look at this rotation and see an innings eater, the 2016 LR leader and a recent 20-game winner. A pessimist might see warning signs. The Blue Jays have a capable rotation because of Marcus Stroman, J.A. Happ and Marco Estrada. But questions linger about Aaron Sanchez, who missed most of 2017 with blister issues, and Joe Biagini, 5.34 ERA. While the Blue Jays have intriguing depth headed to Class AAA, they're actively seeking big league reinforcements, too. Depth chart: RHP Stroman, RHP Sanchez, LHP Happ, RHP Estrada, RHP Biagini, RHP Ryan Barutsky, LHP Thomas Pannoni, RHP Taylor Guerrieri, RHP Luis Santos, RHP Deck McGuire. The bullpen emerged as a pleasant surprise. Roberto Osuna continued establishing himself as one of the game's top closers, and right-handers Ryan Tepero, Danny Barnes and Dominic Leone are capable setup options. Even so, Toronto is patiently seeking relief depth with a particular interest in left-handers. Depth chart: RHP Osuna, RHP Tepero, RHP Barnes, RHP Leone, LHP Aaron Loop, LHP Matt Dermody, RHP Carlos Ramirez, LHP Tim Meza. Excerpted from BaseballHQ.com's 2018 Minor League Baseball Analyst. To order, http://www.baseball.com/minor league baseball analyst 1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 3B, just 18. Guerrero broke out with a .425 on-base percentage across 2 levels in Class A. He hits for an easy batting average with explosive bat speed. His above-average raw power has yet to surface in games, but he has 30-plus home run potential. He'll likely jump to Class AA in 2018. 2. Bo Bichette, 2BSS. Bichette, 19, is a pure hitter who hit .362 with 14 home runs in 2017. He has advanced bat skills and can read spin, work deep into counts and hit with 2 strikes. Bichette swings aggressively and has above-average power potential. He'll likely advance to Class AA along with Guerrero. 3. Sean Reed-Foley, RHP. Reed-Foley, 22, struggled at Class AA, 5.09 ERA, but has above-average stuff. He throws with a steep angle and has a plus fastball with life, an improving curveball and a big slider. He'll likely return to Class AA. 4. Anthony Alford, of Alford, 23, is a premium athlete with good plate discipline, career .375 on-base percentage. Alford is a top-of-the-order guy who should steal loads of bases, but his natural strength should elevate his gap power into home run pop. He'll likely start at Class AAA. 5. T.J. Zook, RHP, a back-injury limited Zook in 2017, but he finished strong with 15 strikeouts in 18 innings at the Arizona Fall League. He has a sound and repeatable delivery, throws a hard fastball with late action and mixes in a hard slider and big breaking curveball. He'll hone his skills in Class AA. Jeremy Delaney,